Well, I've been to Costa Rica before when I deployed and I liked it, but when I was in service, you don't really get to stop and stay and look around and have fun. And, getting back home and starting school, I still had that itch to travel. Just didn't want to sit around, but I also wanted to go out and do something interesting. So I randomly found out about this through a by chance email. I picked it up, I looked up more, and here I am. I'd have to say it was probably on the beach. It really hit me for the first time, like sitting there talking with the other guys, and it hit me like this was the same feeling that I had when I was in the service of just, you really get to know people, and you feel like a real group. And on the beach at night, it hit me. We were sitting in a circle, and it felt normal again, like normal life. Like for 6 years, I'd travel around, and I got used to that. And then being back in Pennsylvania and being at school and all that, everything just seemed so rushed and on the move. And a lot of it's like over the past year, sometimes it's felt like it's been hard to catch my breath. But being on the beach, everything just kind of clicked and felt normal again.
Yeah.
Well, like on such a larger scale, this is like a group of just different people, like background wise, all around. Like in the military, you could serve with a guy who's from Puerto Rico or from a part in Africa or from random place in America, but you all shared that really rigid structure of the service.
Mm-hmm.
Here you get to meet the diverse people, but at the same time it's open. Free thought is encouraged. Independence is not looked down upon. And that's probably been one of the cooler things, is meeting people I don't think I probably would have ever met.
Yeah.
Being here, I've definitely learned just things will be all right if you just relax, just take everything in stride. Everybody is pretty much the same. We're all going through that same little bubble in our lives where sometimes you can get so concentrated and everything is inside your brain, you forget that everybody else has that same bubble. And that's probably one of the biggest things, is nobody else here was in the service like I had. They didn't have the same backgrounds, but everybody else here has had the same sort of triumphs and issues in their life, the good and the bad. And it's just that human contact, finding that's been really, really interesting to me. Like working on the farm, I'm used to working with my hands, working outside, but working on a farm in Costa Rica and understanding that, and the coolest part of it is it's such a culmination of a lot of things in my life. Like I get that love working outside with my hands aspect from the military, and now that I'm in school, like I love learning about soils and all sorts of things like that, like learning about the world around me. And being here has definitely been one big mixture. It brings everything together perfectly. As a mental preparation, just don't bring any expectations. Just take things as they are when you get here, and just be open and check yourself. That's one thing I thought was the biggest, is getting here. Check your ego, check your humility, make sure everything is in tune, and just let it be, let things happen. I think, especially being in the States, we tend to look at people from other countries, especially in Latin America, as being less fortunate than us. But being here, that is not the case. I mean, yes, not everybody here has a big screen TV in their house or a flat, any of that. But they have happiness, and they have working outside every day. They just being around this land. It's hot and a lot of bugs, a lot of that, but it's beautiful. And the reasons they come out here is to see that, is to see how the other percentage of the world lives, to get out of your bubble. Because I think so much of our culture in America is just pre-packaged and just given to us. Sometimes it's nice to experience organic culture rather than processed. Yeah, being here has definitely got me closer just being, like, understanding the environment has helped me understand human nature in itself, and being here has definitely taught me to just kind of slow things down, take life a bit at a time, and enjoy those moments. This is that old saying, life is nothing but a series of moments, and being here has definitely made me appreciate moments, because every day you wake up, it's, go eat rice and beans, which it's not bad, love that, but other than the food, nothing else here is redundant. And I think sometimes just in life we can get so caught up into that. Go to work, come home, watch TV or something like that, and getting so enthralled in that sort of our life. But here, no day is exactly the same. And I just feel being detached for a little bit is nice, because it gives you a lot of time to reflect and really think about what you're doing in life, which now I don't think we do, because I remember, just walking around Penn State, if someone's not talking to a friend that's right next to them, they're on their phone all the time. Hearth Trek just is. It's not definable, because every Hearth Trek is different, and it's really dependent upon you. Like, I got on this trek and I really didn't know what to expect. I didn't know any of these people, any of that, but if you give up a little vulnerability, you really get to know people, and things make a lot more sense. And that's pretty much it. Every Hearth Trek is a basic foundation, but they're all malleable and all just unique in a sense. And that's I think that's the point of it all right there. It's unique. Being here, it's great. It's like camping. It's like when I was a little kid going to Boy Scout camp, especially with everybody congregating up on the hammocks. It's awesome. A lot of time up there just to relax and get to know people. And the food, pretty much all the food is unprocessed. It's just a lot of it's straight from the land. I don't think I've ever ate this clean for this long in my life, and it's a great thing to be sitting here eating a watermelon that he probably grew in that garden. And just the animals in the days I've been here. Let's see, anteater, iguana, snake, scorpion. Let's see what else. It's just the
howler
ducks,
monkey,
howler monkeys, the ducks, the chickens, the turkeys. Like everything in the farm and everything natural, and it's crazy. And the butterfly here are amazing. The insects, not much of a bug person, but they're very interesting here. And that's probably the coolest thing is you're being put into an environment that you've never been before. And it's one thing to read about the tropics in a book and to know the science behind it and all that, but I've learned more here. I've understood more here in just the week than being in school, definitely, because I get to